This is going to be your weekly chakra energy tarot reading. If it's meant for you, it's meant for you. We're going to take a look at the energies for the upcoming week. In the comments, please let me know your zodiac sign and your word of the day. I just can't get over this card popping out. It kind of took me by surprise, but not really. Well, expect the unexpected. On my mind this morning has been this lunar eclipse that's coming up on Friday. Total lunar eclipse, full moon in Virgo. And yesterday I had an epiphany. It's really hard to explain and get into, but it started to make me think about what was happening in April of 2023. Something kind of significant had happened at that time for me. And last night before going to bed, I came across a video that talked about the connection between what's happening right now and back to April of 2023. I'm curious to know what was going on in your life in April of 2023, because on April 20th of 2023, we had an interesting solar eclipse. And I just feel like the last 2 years have been so transformative, and I'm so reflective on that time right now. And look at this card that popped out, the Lady of Lightning. Surprises, sometimes shock, total paradigm shift. Well, lightning, eclipses, we are definitely feeling that energy. I mean, I had even gotten into my talk and that card already fell out. So I know that it means something significant for a lot of us. So hopefully that didn't confuse you, because I think a lot of people are talking about, 2015 and 2016 in regards to this eclipse. For me, yes, that was very significant in my life, 100%. But looking back at the April Aries new moon solar eclipse, wow, 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 wow. So again, I invite you to think about where you were almost 2 years ago on that solar eclipse. Another important thing to point out is that Mars was in Cancer at that time, and Mars has been in Cancer for us. Here's a kitty cat wanting to join us in the reading as per usual. And of course, oh my gosh, look at her just, look at that leg. Okay, I'm gonna have to move her. But anyways, interesting times that we're in. How are you feeling with this eclipse coming? I mean, also we have Venus in retrograde. We have Mercury going retrograde on the 15th, so one day after this full moon. So definitely have a lot of interesting energies coming at us from every angle. And I kind of feel like we're at a karmic checkpoint, where we're not at the final exam yet. And I'm going to credit Nick for using that term. We were discussing this energy this morning, and, he mentioned the idea of like a final exam. And maybe it's not a final exam, he said, maybe this is more like a midterm. And so I think it's like a karmic, checkpoint, and we're going to see what's coming at the end of this whole new eclipse season. So the next 2 years, I think, are going to be even more transformative. Like all the puzzle pieces are going to be coming together. So that being said, I'm going to have to move this beautiful kitty cat here. I know she's wanting to get her 2 cents in. I need the space. I can't just put the cards on top of her, although she probably wouldn't totally mind. So my apologies for having to move Karma out of the way here. Interesting that we're talking about a karmic checkpoint, because her name is Karma. And she came with that name, by the way. I didn't name her Karma. She was adopted with that name. Okay, let's take a look at another theme and message for this reading. And we have Enchanted. Oh, there's magic in the air. I believe that. I believe that. You can just feel it. And with that, we have a personal issue reaches resolution. Cancerian energy. Isn't it interesting that we just mentioned Mars and Cancer? Hmm, hmm, hmm. Now, whenever I see this card, I do think of the fact that we are letting go of something emotionally. Again, I'm asking you all these questions today. What's something that you are letting go of emotionally, or you've let go of? I can think of a few things that I've reflected on in the past week or so, where I really recognize how much I have moved on from old energies. I don't feel the same way that I used to. I'm not thinking about the same things anymore, feeling the same things. I'm in a completely new energy of happiness and shifting. And that doesn't mean every day is rainbows and butterflies, but it's certainly amazing. And I always say, ask for what you want or better, because when you get to the better, you'll say to yourself, like, how did I how did I accept those things before? You know, so that's why I'm always encouraging you to push yourselves forward. Now, let's see. Let's take a look at the cards. I'm dying to know what's going to come through in the Chakra Wisdom Tarot cards. Now, we're going to start with the root chakra. That's our foundation, and the Nine of Swords. Are you feeling a little bit anxious about what's to come? What new things will be coming your way? It's natural, right? Natural to wonder. So let's see what else we need to know. I've got my oracle cards here to clarify. Person of Earth. Okay. Interesting. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn energy. Doesn't have to be. Grounded, secure, nurturing, and of course, I'm going to bring up stubbornness. Be very careful that you're not getting in your own way of this new beginning, right? You want to stay grounded. And I've been telling people that a lot lately, actually, where you want to make sure that your emotions are not getting out of hand or you're not reacting to every little thing. You've got to try to stay as grounded as possible. There's the Hermit energy, Virgo energy. We have a full moon lunar eclipse in Virgo, the blood moon. We are doing a full moon Zoom on Friday, March 14th at 6 p.m. Eastern. It's a 2-hour general collective reading talking about all of these energies and what we're going through. I have a feeling we're going to have a lot to talk about. So if you'd like to join us, the cost is $22. The link is in the description box below. You will also get a personalized mini moon reading by the next new moon, which happens to be another eclipse. So maybe this is the time to get that reading. But I'm looking forward to it. We're going to have some deep talks for sure. Let's take a look at Venus, the sacral chakra. Now, Venus has been retrograde, and that's a reevaluation of our relationships, our finances. I got a kitty cat that wants to join us. Karma's coming back. Okay, go kitty, go kitty. So a reevaluation of our relationships, our finances, and self-worth. She is relentless. Don't. She's like, I want to be a part of this. My goodness. Okay. Let's take a look at the Venus card. I'm not going to battle it out with karma here. I'm not going to battle it out with karma. The High Priestess, which is signs and synchronicities. She's the keeper of secrets. She is the person that divulges the information as you need it. It's not going to all be given to you right away. It comes as you seek growth and development. So let's take a look. Okay, karma. Yes, lay down nicely. Okay, let's see what else we need to know. It's time. It sure is. Wow, it's time to get the information. It's time to get moving. Can't stay in hermit mode forever, right? So let's see what else. The Milky Way, networking, feeling connected. It could be a card of social media where somebody does reach out to you or there's some sort of communication that comes in to test you. Just be aware that during this time, it is a lot of testing to see where you're at. Oh my gosh, look what's at the bottom of the deck of the Lovers. You can hear that sigh. It's the time of the year, you know, where people are going to pop up and test you and see whether you've learned your lessons, whether your boundaries are clear. Okay, so the solar plexus is your personal power. So somebody is dealing with a bit of a broken heart and trying to move on from it, which is, of course, difficult to do, but possible. What are you doing right now to push through that broken heart or that grief of the past? Remember, your new life is going to cost you your old life. And there's the headache. You might be feeling not at ease. I know that doesn't really make sense because it says here dis-ease, and I don't mean necessarily disease, and I'm hoping that nobody is ill, but you're not at ease, possibly. You're feeling unpleasant. You could be in a bit of a crisis. Your body could be signaling you that a change is necessary. It's a very deep reading today. I had a feeling it would be, but it does kind of feel all over the place because of the fact that it is eclipse energy, which is expect the unexpected. Interesting, the diamond ring, proposal, engagement, going to the next level. I keep talking about asking for what you want or better. You know, go to the next level. Allow yourself to go to the next level. All right, let's see. Let's take a look at matters of the heart. What do we need to know? Wheel of Fortune, there's growth, there's expansion, and there's good luck. So yes, we definitely have some shift coming in. And let's take a look at the oracle cards to clarify that. This is telling you to stand tall. You are competent. You can do this. On target, meaning you're exactly where you need to be. It may not feel comfortable, but it's where you need to be. It's where you're meant to be right now. The light bulb, there's the clarity and the truth coming through. There's going to be a real shift in your heart space, how you love, your relationships, how you feel about yourself, but you got to let go of that broken heart, that energy that's been holding you back. Okay, let's take a look at the throat chakra, communication, Mercury, Queen of Swords, boundaries. You've got to make sure that your boundaries are in check. Okay, super important. So let's see what we need to know about these boundaries. There could also be this need to detach in general, emotionally. Yeah, break free. She's really got to groom herself right now. My goodness. What a cat I have here. And so many of you have been writing me and telling me that you love seeing the kitty cats in the videos, the spontaneous interruptions. I mean, my goodness, she wants to show you all of her grooming habits right now. Okay, what else? Oh, I thought this was 2 cards. The raccoon is about problem solving, and it's also about being creative and resourceful. It means breaking free and creating new energy in your life. That's the key. We want new things. They don't have to be scary. They can actually be exciting. All right, let's take a look at the third eye, which is your intuition. 9 of coins, feeling good in your own skin, self-worth, self-value, self-respect with this Venus energy or pre-Empress energy. This is, I believe, a Virgo card. So again, we're getting very much into that full moon in Virgo energy that says you are good enough. And with that, we have, within a few weeks. So guess what? We have another eclipse coming on the 29th. So very transformative time. You'll be working on yourself even more so than ever. And there's the archer. You're going to take aim on target. See, exactly. You're where you need to be. And let's take a look at the crown chakra. Let's see what downloads are coming through. And here we have 8 of Swords. So 8 of Swords is all about the illusion of mental entrapment. You may be getting a lot of information coming your way, and you might overthink it. Now, here's the thing. It's natural to go down a little bit of a rabbit hole, but just be mindful of how much you overthink something. Like for me, this epiphany that I've kind of had about the last couple of years, I'm not obsessed with it or, going to spend all my days and hours thinking about it and analyzing it. But it certainly has been on my mind. I've put some thoughts out there. I've asked some experts, and now I'm going to kind of just let it be, let it unfold. I know what I know now, and I'm very curious to see how the story goes, right? And here we have the white rabbit. Oh my gosh. Isn't that funny? It's like the rabbit hole. It says right on there, going down the rabbit hole. You cannot make this up. The white rabbit also says it's time, and we had that card earlier, so we're getting a double message of it's time. And it says spiritual awakening, spark of curiosity, taking a bite out of the energy, says karma. Waking from the dream. Well, now it's time. Okay, kittens. She's feisty this morning. Let's see what else we need to know. If you have cats, There we go, victory. Everything's going to be okay. We're getting the victory that we deserve. We've been putting in the work. All right, let's take a look at some last bit of guidance and see what we need to know. What do we need to know, karma? Grace. Give yourself some grace. It almost looks like there's a heart here in this treasure chest. Beautiful. grace and compassion, you're manifesting your dreams. Absolutely. That is Beaver energy, if I'm not mistaken. This is the energy that says anything is possible. Put your intentions out there. I really hope this resonates with you. Please give me your feedback in the comments below. If you'd like to join us for the full moon Zoom, the link is in the description box as well. If you'd like to do a personal reading with me, that is also in the description box. Thank you again, and I wish you an amazing day.